Second down.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
2nd and 6 at the 23-yard line.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
And tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. Right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack. Here's Cameron Johnston now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking win.
Out of the gun, Watson. And Stills bringing it in. Give him a couple on the catch at 2nd and 8.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
1st down, Houston.
Get a set. 18. Mike's 5-4. Check.
Watson on 1st down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Now on 2nd and 13, Mahomes, and it's incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground.
Hey, check Mike.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction.
At their own 13-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
How about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that,
nowhere there to escape, and he goes down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here, just try and get some space.
To throw is Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Watson on target here to Fuller. Touchdown, Houston. Touchdown. Will Fuller, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Come on, boys, let's go. Let's go.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. And now he'll tuck it and run. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
He can run for it, and he will. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the 1st down. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a 1st. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they're dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. Oftentimes you say some guys have a knack for creating turnovers. He forced a fumble last week, forces another one.
And one of my good coaching buddies, Frank Delano, always told me, hey, Davis, creating turnovers is not as much about skill as it is about desire.
Oh, I thought it was going to be will, because will rhyme with skill. With desire. We'll go with desire.
What are you, the rhyme master now?
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion.
We got 4. We got 4.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson.
65.
His throw incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Watson. And that is incomplete.
It was no secret who they were trying to get the football to.
Well, no, they went to him on first down, second down, third down, all three incomplete.
Yeah, and when you're not able to connect and you force it in that direction, all you're doing is giving confidence to the defense. They feel like they're really hurting you in a big way. Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes, he completes this one to Mack. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for the offense.
Mahomes now to throw. Flushed out right. A nice job there on the escape and scramble of first down, a 16-yard gain.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
Yellow. Let's go, Lou, Eddie. Here we go. Let's bring it.
On 2nd and 12, Mahomes. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, then they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 40-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Check.
Here's Marlon Mack. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. And he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 33. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for this with Mack. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
Hey, 59! Hey, 59! Mike's 54! Time to go!
Watson off play action. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And an alley to run. Johnson jostles free.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Here we go. Hey, 24.
Throwing again is Watson. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? Is algorithms? What is it?
You went horror? Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects it.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
On 1st and 10, Watson is complete to Fuller. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Watson. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there's a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
A little more room here on 2nd and 6 from the 6. Mahomes going to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
Now it's Watson. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. He's got Fuller. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. So we come upon halftime in what's a 12-point game at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, it's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
At their own 22-yard line.
Reset.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to end
the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
31.
97's the mic.
Orbit.
Come on.
On first down, Watson. It's Waring, the tight end, with it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
And the Texans first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A shotgun snap for Watson. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
97's the mic.
Here's Watson throwing again. He's letting this one. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. Watson hitting Fuller with a big one. 42 yards.
Let's go, team. It's going to be a long shot.
Again, it's Watson. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off inside the 10. He's at the 50. 30, the 20, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Charles, we've seen him target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. Well, they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 20. Yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time.
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 34. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Get that quarterback.
A give running right is Mack. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
Yellow. Let's go, Artie.
Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Let's calm down.
Here we go.
Watch the backer.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. And in the third quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for two too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up 2, right? So a field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their lead, they have seen it evaporate completely after such a good first half. They've been shut down here in the third quarter.
Searching for answers, trying to figure out what it's going to take to get back to where they were before. The big part of it is that sometimes you don't have to go exotic now. You go back to basics. Being able to run the football, string some things together, some effective passes, try and get a rhythm established again, and try and get back in the lead.
Back in the lead, like you said, back. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off right around the 43. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Yellow.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this.
They'll run on first down. Mack. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position. To actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy. Maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
Hey, 57.
Mahomes now on first down, eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Let's go.
The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey.
Looking to run with Mack. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Marlon Mack, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. The extra point up and good. And the lead is up to 8. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. It's a short kick, taken near the 18. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Here we go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They had that lead, looked pretty comfortable in the first half. Maybe got a little bit overconfident because that's gone now.
Almost takes us back to being kids, doesn't it? Because I know at some point your dad did the exact same thing mine did. It's okay to be confident, son, but overconfident, that's not a good thing. And that's maybe what we saw here. They thought they had this thing in hand, had full control, and guess what? They've got to find a way to get back to where they were before.
You think Papa Davis and Papa Gordon would get along?
I think they'd get along just fine. And you know something? They'd still be giving us advice.
Absolutely. That one, a first down pickup of 8. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Check. Watch 54. Hey, 55. Hey, watch
that.
On first down, it's Watson. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the third quarter. We're back now in KC. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the fourth quarter. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
24.
Who that? Mike, echo. Mike 54. So don't say nothing.
Right there. 54. Right there.
To throw is Watson. To throw again. Forced out to his left. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 41-yard line. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold him right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up the third down.
Brandon, after last week, we went over 200 yards. Looks like the hot tub, cold tub, whatever he did, it worked pretty well.
Much chatter about that performance. Rightfully so. AFC Offensive Player of the Week. Back to throw, Watson. Escaping the pressure right. This one brought in by the 6'5" tight end Waring. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
Where's the set? 19! 59, 59. Here it comes.
Here's Johnson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Check 24.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
On first down, McFarland. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. As they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the fourth quarter. A big spot now for the Texans as they'll try for 2.
Here we go, D.
They'll try and run it in. And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the fourth. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And here's Mahomes. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended target, and now it's 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete.
Mike 55.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Batting that one free defensively was Lonnie Johnson. The defense did their job. Fourth quarter, big stand.
No doubt about it, because the offense has been yelling at him from the sideline. Just do us a favor. Get us the ball back. Give us one more chance to take it downfield. The defense just did them a solid, it appears.
And when they get the ball back, they can kind of play free tie game. They're not behind. And he's out right at the 25. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Here we go.
Watson going to throw again. Throw left side complete. It's Fuller. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 33 yards that time. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one rips, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary. Target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
I'm coming after you. Jam him, jam him. Check 99. Time to go.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Duke Johnson, touchdown number 15 of the year. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Back to throw. Being chased out left. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on. And that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
Yep, the opportunity squashed. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Alert.
Safe.
They go to Johnson again. And an alley to run. Past the 20. Touchdown, Houston. Duke Johnson, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Texans capitalize on the fumble and turn it into 6. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it now because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that what is symptomatic?
Yeah, I like that. Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Now, a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Trying to go back to Watkins, and it's 3rd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And an alley to run. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Jackson, flush to his right. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Check 55, Mike. Oh, get him, get him.
A first throw for the backup Jackson. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
0-15.
Now Mahomes. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So still a chance with just over 20 seconds to go, but they need to get this one back, no doubt. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
Down to Inigo's Watson, and that should just about do it for this ball game. A great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles, and really the difference, obviously, was that fourth quarter. They dominated.
And it has to start with believing that you can make that comeback. Because we've been in games before. We've done games where you just look at one team and realize they have no chance of making it back. Not in the one we just saw here. They did it, and they did it well.
So for Houston, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Ain't got time for no debate. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the good until we all got them together. Hear the footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no, we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs, they by my side. We gon' ride till we die, die, die. We gon' run, no, we gon' hide. like that. It's a lot of money, why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back.